Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Marquis, the coolest nerd, thecoolestnerd.net, and this is the official review for Monster Hunter World. While I hit my login bonus. So, I have put in around 45 hours worth of game time with Monster Hunter. Excuse me. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Before the game was released, I played the beta. And I played the game at PSX. I had no desire to get the game after playing the beta and after playing it at PSX. Not that the game was bad, I just didn't feel like it was for me. Since that time, I kind of got jonesed by the reviewers, the various reviews that came out early or what have you. And I was like, okay, it's getting high reviews, high scores. It's got to be something about this game that I missed. So maybe I just need to check it out. And I'll be darned if every review wasn't spot on, except for the low ones. No way. This game, first of all, it's addictive. It is absolutely addictive. This has taken the place, I think, for many people, taken the place of Destiny, whom a lot of people have gotten off of, including myself. The game has everything and then some. So, obviously, just start off with the graphics. Graphically, the game looks amazing. You can see the details in the character, with, the particular weapon that I have, the armor, the surroundings, and of course, I'm going to step out and show you guys some other surroundings just so you can, get a glimpse of it. But the character models, everything, the movement, it's just, it's an amazing game. So I'm gonna hop out to Coral Highlands here. So like I said, the graphics are amazing. They're not, Horizon amazing or anything like that. It's hard to compare any third-party game to, a first-party game, be it Xbox or PlayStation 4, which, by the way, I am playing this game on PlayStation 4. And, of course, it is available on Xbox One. I'm not sure if it's coming to PC. I don't think so, though. But as I go and show you some more of the graphics, I'll talk about the gameplay itself. The gameplay, it's basically... it's a very linear game. I think this is mentioned in other reviews, but people think that it's an open world title. It's not really open world. You can, however, I guess, go away from the missions of the game and really kind of just run around the environments. But I wouldn't really call that open world. I guess it just allows you some free roam, around the environment that you're in. So, everything you can start different missions. Obviously, the missions are it's kind of pressed upon you, I guess, to play with other players because of the fact that these monsters get really or become really difficult. So, the multiplayer aspect is pushed, and rightfully so. So you can go into, talk to your handler, start different missions. You post a new quest. You can send an SOS up, after you already started the mission, or you can just, try to wait for someone to join you or bring someone in with you. Different assigned missions, which are the main missions of the game, and then you have optional missions. You can set your difficulty level, as well as, investigations, which this is how you would, upgrade armor and things of that sort, weapons, what have you, obtain more zenny, which is the currency of the game. And then there are events as well. So a lot of different things that you can do in the game, and it just keeps building. Obviously, as you become higher in level, there's more missions available, more weapons available. The weapons are quite awesome. There's different variations of the different weapons. So You can build different things, like the hammer that I have right there is a dragon bone hammer. And then you have, other things like a bow gun, um, different things that you can switch out to. I'm a big user of the dual blades. In this particular case, I have the wild hatchet. So it just depends on what you like, and then depends on what you're fighting as well. So um, you have a lot of different options in that way. You can eat food to give yourself boosts when you go out on missions, similar to some other games. So it's a lot of different elements taken from other games as well, which makes the game great, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take the good things from other games. The title does have, and I guess this kind of goes along with graphics, but as well as gameplay, it does have dynamic weather. Um, Especially, I know in the forest it rains and things like that. So just depending upon where you are. Um, but yeah, so gameplay is great. The combat is very fun. Fighting the different monsters and the strategies that you have to have, be it uh, the monsters being element based, or just being faster, or have better armor than others. These I'm saying animals, but they're monsters. I don't know if I said animals or monsters, but they're monsters for sure. A lot of them are like animals kind of mixed together. You can kind of see some of the inspiration on them. Uh, and the missions can go anywhere. I mean, depending upon the monster, I mean, you could be fighting it depending upon how strong you are as well. I mean, you can be fighting something now at my level. You can go to the first part of the game and kill something in 5 minutes, whereas something on the level that I'm at right now, it might take me 26 minutes to beat that monster by myself, and maybe even the same when you have multiple people helping you, because the difficulty obviously does increase depending upon the amount of people that you do have. You do have a companion with you. The companion doesn't leave until you actually have, I think, 3 or more players. If you have 2, the companion stays. And the companions are called palicos. They have armor as well. As you can see, he has the same type of armor I have. And they don't have to have that. They can have any armor that you want to put on them, that you're willing to use your resources to build or craft. And speaking of that, you can craft weapons. You can craft armor. Oh gosh, really? He just kind of rolled up on me. So you can craft, all those things. I'm gonna run away from this guy right now. But well, actually, I'll show you some combat right now. I don't have the right weapon for this at all. I'll let you know that right now. So I should probably run. This is gonna be extremely difficult to try to do anything to him with this short weapon. Obviously he flies because he's a dragon. Yeah, it's not good. So you do control the camera yourself, which, I mean, you can put yourself in some bad spots with the camera. However, normally it works perfectly fine because you control it. So, you have various potions, different things like that to heal yourself. They can boost, your stamina, your health. Various things. You can catch animals for pets, and what they actually have as a room that you have in the headquarters, which can be upgraded as well. The game has really a whole lot of stuff to it, and there's really no end to it. I mean, you can play the game all day and really feel like you've gotten nowhere. I mean, you have this sense of accomplishment because you've done something, but it's still just so much more that that you can just continue to play it hours upon hours upon hours. Like I said, I'm about 45 hours into the game. I can see myself easily playing this game for 300, 400 hours. I don't know, maybe even more. So that's gameplay, the graphics. Now the sound is amazing. The monsters sound like monsters. The weapons sound like weapons. When you hit something, a rock or something, it clanks, depending upon the weapon. All that stuff is great. The voice acting is pretty amazing. The sync, as far as the lips with the words, is kind of weird at times, but it doesn't really take away from anything. The story it's a pretty decent story. It's not like, you don't know what's going on at any time. And like I said, with the voice acting, and the cut scenes are really great with a lot of action usually, so it definitely keeps you involved in the game, and you really look forward to the cutscenes. Even the cutscenes for when you eat is pretty crazy, and I'll throw one on here. So it shows the various boosts and everything, but this is your handler. She comes through, make some food, and then you eat like you haven't eaten in like 5 years. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I will mention, because I have to, and I said this when I did my gameplay video on it, but they didn't have a lot of options or really any options besides a bald head for us ethnic guys, African Americans, and that you know they kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But beyond that, the character creation is pretty nice, simplified, but also gives you some things that you can tweak and kind of make your character look different from others. And there are more hairstyles and things like that, I think, that are coming out. Some that you can download, purchase, that type of thing, and hopefully they do expand upon that for players that come in later. So beyond that, like I said, the gameplay is good, the graphics are good, the sound is great. Fun factor, I would say the game is as fun as a game can get. Honestly, I never feel bored playing the game. It's obviously very fun playing with different characters, seeing the weapons, or not different characters, but other players, seeing what type of weapons they use, what kind of armor that they have, um, different things like that. It's just it's always fun. It's always something that you can pick up and play, and really just go out and kill some monsters. I mean, it's really nothing like it, honestly. Definitely the best of the series from the Monster Hunters that I've played. This is by far the best one, and I think it's going to really open up a lot of people to this particular series of games. So I'm gonna spend the next few weeks of my life playing this game, man. Like I said, great game. If I had to give it a score, I would easily say a 9.5 out of 10. Just for everything that it entails, man. The game is just amazing, and yeah, I can only imagine it getting bigger and better. All the DLCs I heard are going to be free, so I mean that right there is something that's kind of unheard of these days. So to have that with an already amazing game is just going to make it that much better. So if you don't have it, definitely go pick it up. It's a must-have. Probably a contender for Game of the Year. I don't know. It's a lot more titles coming out this year, but it should definitely be in the running. Definitely. So thanks for checking out the review for Monster Hunter World. It is out now, PS4, Xbox One. Like I said, pick it up. Check out thecoolestnerd.net for more reviews, news, all that good stuff. Stay tuned to the YouTube channel. We got more reviews coming. Until next time, shut up and play.